Right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachak Kwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And as always, I would like to give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of quick and important information being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. NATO boss warns of potential war with Russia. Now, while this might be true, we know that World War III is not going to fully kick off this way because, believe it or not, we are actually in the midst of World War III. But what we are waiting on are two key prophecies. We're waiting on the CHIP, the CHIP, which is the MOTB, according to Revelation chapter 13, verse 16, all the way down to 18. And we're also waiting on the nuclear war. So we're in World War III right now. But World War III is really going to kick off when these so-called Israelis go into the land of Israel. And the proof of that is right here in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 45. It says this. Okay. Therefore hear ye the counsel of the Lord that he have taken against Babylon. Babylon is America. Okay. The United States of America. Prophetically, Babylon is America. And his purposes that he had proposed against the land of the Chaldeans. Okay. And the Chaldeans were known for what? The ancient Chaldeans were known for what? Their sorceries, their witchcrafts. Okay. Using dealing with familiar spirits. Who does that? Who does that in today's time? The Illuminati. Now, back in ancient world, Babylon was the main headquarters for the ancient Chaldeans, witchcraft and human sacrifices and idol worships and all that other stuff. Now, the main headquarters for the Illuminati to do their witchcraft and their sorceries and all those other things, that's here in America. 144, Tawari Yahweh Shai. Okay, 144. Okay, so Babylon is America. This is the main headquarters of where the Illuminati comes to do their human sacrifices, their child sacrifices, their sorceries, their witchcrafts, dealing with familiar spirits, their idol worships is all done here in America. This is their main headquarters. It says, surely the least of the flock. Who's the least of the flock? Those so-called Israelis. Who's going around telling the world that they are the chosen people of the Most High? Who's going around telling the world that they're Jewish? Those so-called Israelis, those small hats. They're the ones telling the world that they are the flock of the Lord. So it says, surely the least of the flock, this so-called Israelis, shall draw them out. Who's the them? The Babylonians, which America is Babylon, shall draw Babylon out into what? Out into what? A full-blown World War III, in which this war is going to be fought with basically the world's superpowers. China's going to be involved. North Korea is going to be involved. Russia, Iran is going to be involved. America is going to be involved. NATO is going to be involved. Germany is going to be involved. Turkey is going to be involved. And then you're going to have like these other nations such as Ethiopia and Libya. They're going to be involved. Okay, and maybe even Japan might get involved. Okay, but just like that, you can have the world superpowers all getting involved in this major conflict over there in the Middle East. And ultimately, World War III is going to start with the so-called Israelis making their move on the Iranians. As soon as they make their move on Iran, they're going to cause the United States of America to get involved with their confrontation against Iran, which if you do your research, America currently has over 50,000 troops on the borders of Iran waiting to attack Iran. Now, we know when the United States attack Iran, Russia is going to step in because, like it tells you in Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, be thou a guard unto them. So Russia is a guard unto these smaller nations, especially the smaller nations in which they have huge interest in, such as Iran. And the reason why Russia has interest in Iran is because, Russia does oil trades with Iran. They have oil deals with Iran. Okay? And there's various other things that they trade with Iran. So just a moment. So when those Iranians, when the so-called Israelis attack those Iranians, it's all hell's gonna break loose. Russia's gonna step in, and then NATO's gonna step in because America, being in Iran, and if NATO steps in, Turkey is gonna step in because they're also an ally of Russia. Then Germany is going to step in because of Turkey, and China, who is also an ally of Russia, is going to step in. North Korea is going to step in because they don't like America, and just like that, you're going to have one big bloodbath. But again, while this nuclear war is going on, and while it's going to greatly escalate when those so-called Israelis go into Iran, we still have to wait on the CHIP to be mandatory, because once that happens, then these prophecies are going to start flying by quickly, and that's going to be the time of Jacob's trouble, a time such as has never been since the beginning of the earth, neither shall be any more after it. So NATO attacking Russia, while it seems likely because they are an ally of America, we must also take into consideration that NATO is also going to turn on the United States. According to biblical prophecy, it says, surely he shall make their habitation desolate with them. You see? So NATO boss warns of potential war with Russia. We must also get this. Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. Okay, Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. Okay, it's Matthew 24 and 6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So you're going to hear of wars, and you're going to hear of rumors of wars, okay? But the scriptures say, see that you be not troubled, for all these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Okay? All these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. So you're going to hear of wars and rumors of wars. So with that, I'm going to say shalom. It's on to the next one.